I want everybody just to name their 5 first, and then we can debate after that, right? So if
Just
y'all
all skill?
based off skill to you, top 5 based off skill. So I'm you want to start D3?
No, I was about to say, can we do skill and just better power forward?
Okay.
Power forward. I like just power forward because skill, you can throw people that's in there that's not even top 5.
Well, I will say this to say your point. I will say like you have to be like a top guy with skill. Like I'm not gonna say like for instance, who's the guy that used to play for the Knicks? Anthony Mason, the powerful. Yeah. He's a skill guard. I wouldn't put him in there just because off of that because his stats don't put him up there with the caliber of dudes. You have to be a skilled but a top caliber talent.
Because I know they're going to have questions that's why skill. Like, it's a lot of skilled non-winners,
No, it's not about winning. It's about just the power forward.
Skill.
The power forward, the individual.
Talented.
The talented.
The top 5 most talented players or power forwards.
Skilled.
Yeah.
Well, can we say the 3 by default? We know Timmy and KG and Dirk gonna be in there for everybody.
Those are the top 3 for me off back, but I wanted to switch it up a little bit and who I got. All right, so I'm gonna say mine real quick and then maybe we can go back off it. And you already know I kind of already said mine initially, but a while back, and then we talked about the best, but this is a skill one. So for me, I mean, if we talking about skill in the order, I got Dirk being number 1. He's the number 1 skill power forward of all time. I got Timmy being number 2, he's fundamental, but that's not. One could argue the skill on that. I don't know. Neither here nor there. 3, I got Anthony Davis because y'all don't understand how. No, I'm just being real. Y'all don't understand how.
Is he a center though, or he's a power forward?
A power forward. He's a power forward. He's top 3. He's so skilled on the offensive defensive end. Y'all don't understand. Y'all look at the injuries, but that's another joint. Yeah. Chris Webber, number 4. People are asleep on how skilled Chris Webber was, and I don't like it, and I don't appreciate it at all. Like, Chris Webber's a dog on that court. Yeah. When it comes to look at all this stuff, he was a point forward. He was honestly the first point power forward, bringing that joint up. He did it better than KG, if you want to be real. I'm just saying he had a little bit more skill. And for the 5th, man, I got to put my boy Ticket, man. I gotta put Ticket, man.
He gotta be in there. I knew he wasn't gonna leave him out.
I gotta put Ticket in there, but I think that's Chris Webber had more pure skill as a player, as a power forward, he could do more. Kevin Garnett was just way better at what he did versus Chris Webber, could do a variety of things, But that's my top 5 right there.
Was KG just not asked to do some of the same stuff?
Yeah, you can say that about Shaq too. I saw Shaq bring the ball up, and I'm like, what? But that's my top 5. That's my top 5 skill power forwards of all time, man.
Shoot, you want to
go? I can go. All right, people. Remember, this is skilled.
Yes.
I am not putting, and you old heads, you're going to be mad at me about this. If we're talking skill, I like Timmy, but I don't think he's going to be in my top 5 when we come to skill. He had fundamentals. He won that athletic, so just throwing that out there.
Fundamental might be a skill, but go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm listening. No, I'm
that's what I said. Well, if you say that, then I'll throw another one out there just off default, because that's what I was.
Go ahead.
That's why I'm just saying, because I thought fundamentals was is it a skill?
I mean, it's
okay. Then if it's a skill, then we're leaving it at that. He's in there. Then that's what I'm saying. But that's just me.
All right. Let me break it down. When I think skill, I'm thinking more of athletic ability with fundamental. If that makes sense.
Yeah, the combination.
It's like a combination.
Yeah, if that makes sense. I
got you. Yeah.
So I'm kind of thinking of the Giannis's, the Chris Webbers, Charles Barkley.
Okay, that's 3. Okay.
And this ain't my order.
I know. No, not order. But these are the guys.
The guys that'll get the rebound and go.
Name 2 more, because that's a good list. Mm-hmm. I was actually about to say Barkley if you wasn't going to say Duncan. Honestly.
I like Malone half court skill. I used to watch a lot of Jordan games just to be I'm done with the 90s.
Yeah.
And I did see a lot of skill in Karl Malone. I can say that, his shimmy, posting up, he hit you with the shimmy, pump fake fade away, that's skill.
Yeah, facts.
That ain't, a lot of bigs can't do that. So, like I said, it's that's tough. If I can name a number 5, that was 4 with no order. Number 5, skill. AD. You can throw AD in there.
Hey, it's hard not to put him in there.
You gotta put him in there. I don't like. But yeah, go ahead.
You
man.
can throw AD in there, and I like Dirk as my number one power forward all time.
Number one skill for
I
me.
wouldn't say he's unorthodox skilled. When he's shooting off the opposite foot, nobody did that.
That was a trademark
that's
move that he made. That's a skill.
That's a skill with like an orthodox game. Like he can shoot off both foot and it looks the same.
That's why he's number one for skill for me. Who
You know?
Who you got, LD?
I just want to say, I think for me personally, without the fundamentals, your athleticism means nothing.
Honestly,
personally.
I personally agree.
So if you don't have fundamentals, you definitely it's just over for you on my list for sure. But I don't really have an order. I would say either. Well, I kind of do. I would put, if we just talking skill, I would put AD first. I would probably go Timmy second, Dirk third, KG fourth, and Rasheed Wallace fifth.
Ooh, we put Sheed in there.
I thought about Sheed too.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a very good pick because people don't understand how good Rasheed Wallace was at North Carolina, let alone how good he was with the Blazers.
In the NBA, forget
the Blazers.
The Blazers, the
Blazers.
NBA.
Well, no, I mean,
period. But
Yeah, like
for sure.
but those
NBA.
years, but those were his prime years.
Yeah,
So
Blazers
those,
and
Blazers in
Detroit,
Detroit,
the championship
prime
run.
his years. Like, and even how his skill set was, him playing today. Oh man, he'll be way. He'll be used way more. Just same like what was Rashad Lewis, like them type of dudes. That's a skill
And
dude.
Rashad Lewis, speaking of him, he like a 4-3, 3-4.
Yeah.
I put him more as a small forward.
Yeah,
You can.
can.
But he did play power forward.
He interchanged, but he definitely was a small forward.
I think
Primarily first.
LO one of them dudes too. Lamar Odom one of them
Lamar
dudes.
Odom would have been a Hall of
got
Famer.
the
in
first
his
point
days.
forward.
I just didn't know if he was a small forward or a point.
He was
Exactly,
the first
yeah.
point forward.
But he is.
Lamar Odom would have been. I feel like with his skill set, if he came in as how he played, he could potentially be like a
Lamar
rookie,
Odom,
like a Hall of Famer. If he came in today, right now, his game set. If Draymond Green could do all that without having no offensive game, and he let's be honest, he typically was doing. I mean, Lamar wasn't no Draymond on defense, of course, but on offense, Lamar was a way better playmaker.
Oh, by
than
far.
me.
Did y'all see? I don't know if y'all remember the lockout when they had the Drew leagues.
I remember that.
And LO
He
was doing the dance and then
he hit the shimmy.
he hit the sham god on dude.
So clean though.
Like you think that's a point guard? Like this dude
6'10". Like man,
6'10".
Like, what?
LO's different for sure.
LO was for
Went
sure.
to Rhode Island, number one pick out of Rhode Island. No, he got a bag to go there.
No, you
For sure.
So did you say AD?
Yeah, I 80
Yeah,
first.
I'd say like KG, Dirk. It's hard to say an order, but KG, Dirk, Duncan have to be in there. AD, Zach Randolph was a 4, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, Zach Randolph.
It's some tough power forwards list,
Yeah.
man. It's
Yeah,
some tough power forwards.
Zebo was definitely skilled though. That's
he was like a new age Barkley a little
low key,
bit.
who we missing?
Ooh,
Al Jefferson.
nah.
He had
center,
a run.
What?
He was center.
Center.
He was
I ain't gonna
center.
lie.
He like that, but I can't replace him with none of these dudes.
No, his skill is like we talk about skill.
Skill, yeah.
His skill was
but his
ridiculous.
numbers though. I mean, he had a couple a couple great bad years with us. Bad years, but he was killing. That
Big
nigga was
Al,
killing.
Big Al's nice though. I like Big Al. I respect him a lot too because he came straight out of high school.
His
so.
his game was very skilled, like bully ball with like a lot of touch over the basket.
But his skill was his footwork. Like the footwork, you got.
That's what I'm
the
talking about.
fundamentals.
Like
If
I
you
don't know if
got
y'all
that,
watch Al,
it's over.
but his footwork was crazy. His footwork was crazy for him to be that big too.
Facts.
Heavy say
And
dog.
the reason I say that is because think about that. We all know Giannis is a top 5 power forward, but we didn't put him in this list. Nobody
Right.
put
I
Giannis
did.
in their list.
Yeah.
You put Giannis in your list?
Yep.
Oh, well,
He
one
was my
person,
number
Yeah.
one skill, if anything.
one person put Giannis in their list as skilled. Nobody else really even thought
Which
about
is crazy,
Giannis because
'cause Giannis is
he don't really got no skill.
He has no skill.
It doesn't really have skill.
He's you know what
I
it is?
respect the domination.
See, I was trying to be
but it ain't
cordial
no-
today. Don't make me do it now.
The only reason that you like Giannis being number one at skill is because you're looking at his athleticism.
That's what you're looking at.
He's dominant in that regard, but he's not skilled.
You ain't never seen that man do it.
He can't do he has no
You
fundamentals.
ain't never seen that man coach catch the ball, reverse pivot.
Was that you when who said Shaq was skilled? No, okay. I thought that was somebody.
You did just say that.
Did I? Yeah.
Shaq was very
Shaq
skilled.
has some skill.
Yeah.
Shaq skilled, but Giannis not.
Shaq has post moves.
Giannis can't do
Shaq
nothing.
has post moves.
Shaq could do.
Shaq has an elite post game.
Just being honest, he can't do nothing.
He don't have an elite post game.
Now we gotta turn up.
We know.
Shaq don't have an
A
elite post
ground
game.
and pound is not skilled.
That's not all ground and pound.
A ground and pound is not skilled.
But you got
I
Giannis
was-
number one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all Giannis
But Giannis
does.
is a lot.
Make it make
okay,
sense.
hold on. But Giannis is a lot off the dribble. Shaq was.
But what is he
I'm posting
doing off
him
the
up,
dribble?
Spin or
You gotta
ground
watch
and
more
pound.
Shaq. You gotta watch more Shaq,
Oh
bro.
no.
What is
I
he
watched a
doing?
lot of
Maybe
Shaq.
Heat
Dribble.
Shaq. Maybe
Oh,
the Heat-
Orlando Shaq was a more skilled. I think
So was
LA
the Laker
Shaq
Shaq.
was more post in the paint, ground
That's
and
always
pound.
what you need for your team.
LA Shaq was
that
just
doesn't
fatter.
mean he didn't have the skill.
So he had to just do. He had to do what he had to do. He still
Very
had
true.
to do.
That's very true.
Yeah,
That's
he
all. He
still-
got
he
I
still-
just think that LA. I'm not thinking Shaq. I'm thinking LA Shaq. Orlando Shaq. He was getting a rebound and going coast to coast.
That's a skill.
Yeah, which is big. Like I said, everybody I named was doing that. All the people I said was skilled power forwards.
But no,
they
Shaq
was
got.
getting rebounds.
But Shaq actually has like a
fadeaway.
He has fundamentals. He had a fade. Shaq had a nice. Shaq had a nice corner fade, bro. He literally. It was
His
ugly.
fade was nasty.
He used to turn all the time and hit that
Oh,
ugly smack. You gotta, bro. He don't understand. I will show you the tape.
Shaq skills.
I will show you. I will show you the tape, bro. Go to watch him when he played the Clippers when he dropped 45.
Shaq
Just
and
watch
Giannis
him.
are the same players.
No.
Besides, Giannis is a lot faster.
Giannis has
probably
No.
a lot more agility than Shaq.
Giannis has
Yeah.
the same.
He's
Giannis
just more
plays
athletic.
with the same type of dominance.
Shaq was
that
athletic.
plays with.
That's why I didn't want
He
to say
plays with
athletic.
that when he
No,
dunks.
Giannis is
When he
more
dunks,
athletic.
he plays with that same type of. He has
Aggression,
that.
yeah.
But that's it.
That's it.
He's not Shaq.
He's not Shaq.
He's not Shaq at all.
Giannis is off the dribble
He don't
now.
got
It's
Shaq
still
hard.
off the dribble.
Giannis is nice, but
And
he's not.
he's
Shaq.
developing that mid range and 3-point
I
more
agree
and more
with.
now.
I agree with everything you're saying, but he's
Shaq
not better.
has
He's not
better handle than Giannis.
Oh no, no.
I agree. I agree.
That's tough. That's a
I
tough.
Better
agree.
handle.
I seen
Shaq has
I
better
seen Shaq playing Michael Jordan 1-on-1 in the All-Star game, and I ain't
I
never
need
seen
comments.
And
I need comments.
and I ain't never
He
seen
does.
Giannis do the moves that Shaq did on Jordan ever.
Shaq had a lot of skill, just wasn't needed. When you know what you, that's the difference. Giannis doesn't have the skill that Shaq had
At all.
That's what he's trying to get right now because it's making it easier for teams to stop him when they can just all close the paint.
You know how they stopped Shaq? They had to foul him.
Yeah, you
they
couldn't
literally
stop- you
had
couldn't
to
stop
foul
Shaq.
him.
Ain't that the same thing Giannis going through? Triple teams?
No, they're backing up and letting Giannis shoot.
I'm talking when he get in the paint. You got to triple team him.
They're not even letting him get
they're
to
not
the paint.
getting. Yeah, they're not letting him get to
That's
the
the
paint. They're
difference.
collapsing the paint and making
They're
him
just
shoot that.
stopping him and
He's
then-
shooting that ugly mid range that he doesn't have
They got
confidence in.
developed now.
It's a little bit better.
It's
getting- like I said, it's getting there.
It's gotten better.
It's getting
I
there.
think if he would have been healthy, I think Dame and them would have went further. But that's another conversation. So,
but the two
how we
things
feel
are
about
different.
that? Yeah. All right. Is that we good on this?
I need comments. I need y'all comments about the Shaq and Giannis. Please, because I can't. Malik, what? Say what? What you got? I need some. These two said that
I mean, I don't want to hang on it, but as far as handle, Giannis probably got better handle
by
than,
far.
than Shaq.
By far.
But
Who has
everything
more
else,
skill?
I'd probably have to agree with them.
Listen,
Okay,
you're
so
not
Giannis
gonna
is a
watch.
coast to
you're not
coast
gonna-
deer.
He's a coast to coast, but he's not putting no moves on nobody.
He's just fast
I
and
mean-
long, bro.
dribble and go on. That's not him.
You know how fast it takes him
I
to dribble
said
the ball off the
handle.
court?
I mean, as a,
Handles is different.
handle.
Ain't no really
In-N-Out
power-
burger. I didn't see Shaq.
oh, man,
I
Giannis
swear to
ain't
God,
got me.
I swear to God, I seen Shaq do hit niggas. with
Yeah,
the
but we
head.
talking on a consistent basis. Like this part of his game. That is
Bro,
not part of his
neither
game.
one of
It's
them
not
games.
none of that game, but Shaq can do it better if
I
it
need
comes down
comments,
to
man.
it.
I need y'all comments, man. Go ahead.
It's
ahead.
not
man.
Giannis' fault though. He's like I don't fault
I think
Giannis.
J.O.
He's a
here.
foreigner. He's from Greece. So over there, he was just doing what he had to do to make it here. Like I believe the talent Giannis had when he first got here, like the skill he had, because that's how I even found him. Because J. Kidd started playing him at the one really.
That was crazy. You right.
And that's
For the
what
Bucks.
made me start paying
Yup.
attention to it. Cause I'm like, who's this
When he was
6'10"
coaching
kid
them.
he got playing at the one? But when you using him and stuff like that on the game, it's all just like even back then, like he couldn't shoot.
Couldn't
you know
do
what I'm
nothing.
saying? He couldn't do nothing. It's all developing now, but like the skill that Shaq came into the league with and still had when he left, Giannis still got a little ways to go before he get there. And I love Giannis.
Because Shaq's athleticism left.
Yeah.
Them championships he got, and that championship he got in the Heat, He was still, that was all skill left. That was no athleticism at all. That was pure skill. That's why it only lasted for that long.
What about Celtics and Cavaliers?
Oh, that nigga should have been done. That
Suns.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That
Suns, he was done.
That Celtics shit was treacherous.
As soon as he left the Heat, it was over.
As soon as he left the Heat, that Suns Cavaliers shit, that was him like literally just ring chasing. He was trying to go with Steve Nash. Then he's like, fuck it, let me go LeBron. The Suns was, you want to be in 100? The Suns Shaq was actually pretty good. He just got hurt.
Good.
He got hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt, and then he was out for the rest of the playoffs, and they ended up losing to the Spurs.
Yeah.
I low-key think he would have.
They would have won, actually, if he didn't
Yeah,
get
I'll be honest. They probably would have won if they, like, and
that was really the only piece they was missing.
Look that up, y'all. I swear to God, that shit was closer than what
He
y'all
was the only
think.
piece they was missing because Amari Stoudemire and Nash just couldn't do it. They couldn't beat. They
So
couldn't
he
get
left
over
the
the
Heat
top.
and went straight to
He went to the
Suns.
Suns, yeah.
Oh yeah, Amari's like the way I was.
Oh, skill, Maury.
That's
Oh my
athleticism. That's
God.
athleticism. I love Amari.
No, Amari has
I love
skill.
Amari.
Amari has skill.
Look, I'll tell you this.
Amari.
D3, the only time Amari had skill is when he went to New York for those 2 years and he was looking like a skilled guy. We was like, what the fuck? It was like when Blake Griffin developed when he went to Detroit. We was like, this nigga
he
got
was
skill?
balling in Detroit.
This nigga
Yeah,
got
no.
skill. It was like late developed skill. I'll say that.
Amari was nice.
We missing one more.
Who?
Chris Bosh.
No, I was gonna say Bosh, but
Chris
the
Bosh.
thing is,
skill. That's all he bases his game off of
These
skill.
people are all
There was
nice, but I don't
nothing-
know if you put
Chris-
them in your top five. That's
They're
what
not
I'm
better than the top five that we all named.
They're all nice
They're
for
all
sure.
nice though. They all are skilled.
I don't think they're because you could put Barkley like you had Barkley.
Yeah, I had
I
Barkley.
could have put Barkley in mine for sure, but when I thought about it, just the intangibles, and then for me, what's going to be the deciding factor is height. So because Rasheed Wallace was taller than Barkley, I
16.
went with Rasheed Wallace.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Because he can shoot better, he gonna make some free throws, and he can bang.
I was thinking pure skills. Chris Bosh, pure skills.
Yeah.
Not,
Man, let's-
not the most athletic and not the most physical. Pure skills. Step
thought
back.
about all of
Step
them.
back. Left hand. Pump fake. Jab. Use
Because
jump.
you still got
No.
Kevin McHale, footwork
Yeah,
genius.
I didn't. I can't.
Skill.
Yeah, I never seen
I'm
him
just
play.
saying that we talking skill. That's footwork genius, left hook, right hook. He doing
Hey,
it
J.O.,
either
you
way
can come in,
and helping lead the Celtics to championship. So it's
Hey,
a
J.O.
lot of
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
of
a lot.
skill out
It's
there.
definitely a lot.
But we only had 5, so I had to pick the 5.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, now let's switch to this.